it is time. It's the finals. We're going to see who's going to take the grand prize. Let's bring out the teams. We have Epsilon Esports. Come on out. Give it up for them. All right, and next up, we got Supremacy. Let's go. All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Bravo, Sin, take it away.
All right, guys, welcome back to the cast booth. I'm used to saying it's kind of Championship Sunday, no, but it's more like Finals Friday today. It is. Of course, a few quick matches here, but only 2 teams remain. It's going to be Supremacy and Epsilon Esports here to close it out. In our grand finals, it will be a best of 5 to determine which team will take their chunk of the 10,000 euro first place, 10,000 euro prize, excuse me. Now, of course, Supremacy, no one really expected these guys to make it here. They completely clutched up against Optic Gaming earlier on. However, I have to mention Epsilon didn't get here easy. Kaz made things extremely hard. Unfortunately, lost it in the final minutes of the game. Epsilon clutched up to bring it back. The big question is, will Supremacy see that gap and the weak spot in Epsilon's armor and take full advantage of it? Yeah, definitely. I think we could say both teams have a weak spot. Supremacy also falling on Fathom considerably, despite having a huge lead over Optic Gaming. Now, a reminder, take a look at our 2 finals teams here. Some of Europe's finest players at Snipe Drone, Buck 57 and Buck 20, making up the team on Epsilon Esports. And as we look below, Ramirez, Chalky, 2 Foxy and Riot, there is Supremacy. Both these teams, more than anything, there's quite a lot of rivalry here. There's not just the money that's on the line, it's of course the pride. And being able to say, you know, if Supremacy win it, that's back-to-back Gamescom champions. However, Epsilon want that title from them, and they're not going to make things easy. A couple of players that we need to watch out for here again. I mentioned about Snipe Drone earlier. This now is a little bit for him, for me, about his composure. Ramirez and Riots will be giving him, believe me, they will be giving him some abuse and trying to keep him in death screen as much as possible. If they can break down the communication of Epsilon Esports, they've got a chance. I watched them yesterday. Unfortunately, we were playing practice today. Epsilon did go 7-0 up against Supremacy. However, yesterday we did see 6-3 Supremacy even staked Epsilon in 1 game. Right. So, I mean, really, I think Epsilon, if you're betting on the previous results, I think could take it here. But, I mean, Supremacy showed that they have what it takes as well to get to these finals. But I have to say, we saw some big plays from Snipe Drone. Before the match, we talked about how we might not see too much sniping from him, and then he actually put on quite a show there, using a variety of weapons to get his team back into that match, despite being down 26-11. Obviously, Josh picking up on that as well, mentioning over the shotgun and sniper combo. He was just... The strongest one for me was we saw the thrust round the corner and he got the quick scope as he was moving with it, managed to get that double kill, and every time somebody tried to even get close to him, the shotgun came out, and unfortunately he just said no. But both teams have done well and played well to get to this point. Especially when you can bait players into those areas, right? Especially when you're looking at Empire. If the players are pushing in and you can use your teammates to help you and you pop out to finish them with a shotgun, that's when we really see success. But 2 players to watch in this game. Buck 57 going up against 2 Foxy. We saw both these players controlling quite a bit of both power weapons and power-ups throughout their each respective series. But I mean, my goodness, from 2 Foxy we saw overshield control on just about every map. Multiple times MVPs at European events that we've seen. Foxy was possibly the best Halo 2 anniversary player in Europe. 57 had a little bit of a break. He's now back in the fold and back in the game, and here he is at Gamescom. Foxy as well, winning his first event right here at the very same place at Gamescom with the MCC Invitational. But you know what? They want to make it a back-to-back championship. We mentioned about, again, it's not just about the money here. With these 2 teams especially, it's about the pride. Oh, yes, indeed. I mean, this is probably, you know, the biggest event we'll see for a short while here for Europe, of course, until we get to the Halo World Championships. But more than that, Sims, like you said, these guys have been playing against each other on the opposite sides of the stage, sometimes even on the same side of the stage at different events over the years, for so long throughout every iteration of Halo. And they want to be remembered heading into Halo 5 when we start to look towards the Halo World Championship. They want to be known as the top European squad, right? That's what they're fighting for here. We want to hear your thoughts, guys. Get on Twitter. Use the hashtag HCS. Remember to follow the 2 accounts, at Halo and at HCS, our brand new account for everything Halo esports related. We want to know, can Supremacy follow in and be undefeated European champions and back-to-back Gamescom champions, or can the men in black on screen now, Epsilon Esports, upset the Supremacy balance? Now, as a reminder, I mean, we talked about it during the pregame, but if you're just joining us, Supremacy as you alluded to just now, is undefeated in Europe for the last 365 days. Since last year's Gamescom Invitational, they have not lost anything in Europe. But of course, Epsilon Esports is looking strong. So, Grand Finals is going to be alternating the two maps that we're showcasing here. Going to start on Empire and then go over to Fathom and repeat those. If necessary, we'll end on Empire as well.
Fathom will be the game changer as we look to see Supremacy try and step it up. They've not actually won, I don't believe, a game of Fathom yet.
And I have to say, we got to go into the game right now because these players are underway as that overshield has dropped, and I do believe it was burned off the break, so we'll go to Jimbo now. Team's tied 1-1.
Picked up a BR, which is something we don't really see from him. He does like the Magnum use, throws a grenade into a little sneaky there, gets the hit mark as that player is going to be creeping around. But again, there is that, but that's going to be Riot who jumps up and shuts Jimbo down, though. Big kill from Big Daddy Riot.
Big kill indeed, but Buck 57 right there doing some nice work with the pistol. He picks up a double kill. What we're looking for, Sims, is which team can use this weapon right here of the shotgun to control the tower. Once you have that area locked down, it's really easy to just drop down and grab that overshield.
He knows he's got a player creeping up as he saw one go down. There's two. One of his teammates cleaned up that kill. He's got no shield. Decides to stop sprinting there so he can get his shields back using some cross map, and that was a headshot straight across. That Magnum is super powerful. Again, some amazing shots from Buck 57 with the Magnum across the map.
He almost pulls off another 5-shot there as that player was pushing in. But of course, just joining us now, this is the Grand Finals here at the Gamescom Invitational 2015, taking a preview, look at a preview of Halo 5 Guardians. These teams are playing for a €10,000 prize pool. First place will take home €7,000.
I like how he stepped back there to whip out the shotgun, but unfortunately Foxy says no, tries to dodge out of the way. The shotgun just too much. He whips out for a second time, misses the first one, gets the back whack and the punish as well, takes him down at the moment. Someone has, I believe that was a little beat down there from the back, didn't quite get it as Chalky secures the second OS and the shotgun, turns around, another player there, runs into him, he says no, looking for some more players. 11-11 the score. Bravo, I did not expect to see this so close. I really thought Epsilon might walk away with this.
Yeah, I thought Epsilon had a really strong start, but Supremacy, I mean, picking up that overshield as well as this shotgun could be a difference maker. And then plays like that, if you can do things like that, Chalky pushes all the way out of the base and uses the shotgun to engage and then thrusts back in to stay alive. When you can make plays like that and kind of put yourself in a position that your teammates can then clean up your kills, that's going to lead to success for him and his squad.
Chalky just trying to avoid some grenades all over his feet there. One person jumps up, but unfortunately does get shut down. 13-13, neck and neck as we see Jimbo going one-on-one, misses the beat down, whips out the SMG, rips him to shreds. OS is there. Will he get put down before he gets it? Yes, he does, and the OS gets burnt. Brilliant play. I'm not sure that was. What a fantastic play from 2 Foxy as we move across to Riot.
Yeah, it was right around the 9:45 mark, so be sure to look out for that overshield right around 8:45. A big burn indeed. Now back over to 2 Foxy.
Unfortunately, Riot's just missed that clamber there and did go down and got punished for it. Jimbo gets shut down by 2 Foxy with the AR thrusting forward, still sprinting. His shields won't be coming back. Decides to crouch around a corner. He will get his shields back. Still, no, he's still sprinting, so they're not coming back at the moment. He's still flashing. Realizes the mistake he's made, but he's still flashing grenades again. Foxy with no shields for at least 10 seconds now as he finally gets them back.
Yeah, finally. I mean, definitely, I think a little bit of nerves there, right? Not paying attention to his shields and instead sprinting at times that he may not have needed to.
And we just keep seeing on the bottom corner in the kill feed, Chalky shotgun. He's doing some damage with that weapon. As unfortunately Foxy gets taken down with a long-range Magnum there. Ramirez now pushing in. Will he come for the fight?
That overshield is going to drop in just a moment, Sam, so we're going to watch for that to see which team might be able to get it. And once again, it's going to be Jimbo.
As he comes on, he's got Ramirez up on there on the flank with the BR. He's on his own though, looking around. He's going to give Snipers on some support as he finds Chalky. Half shield cleans him up. There's the Avenger medal as you see on screen now moving forward. Somebody throwing a grenade in, managed to take a quarter of his OS off. He does have a teammate by him who's flashing also, pushing up through the actual turbine at this moment in time. Jumping, will he go for T3? No, he will not. He will throw grenades down, putting some shots in. Riot comes in with the AR, thrusts around him, finally takes him down, but I
think he had thought he had picked up that kill, and when he didn't, he panicked, used the thruster to get out of the back whack range, which is a smart play indeed. But taking a look at the score here, Sims, looks like Epsilon is actually down by 4 to Supremacy in game number 1.
Every time I look at that kill feed, Bravo, I'm seeing such and such was killed by shotgun, such and such, each the shotgun, at least 4 or 5 kills now across Foxy and Chalky as we see Ramirez just hovering around the OS spawn. He must know it's coming up. These guys are intensely clever, but he does get shut down. That's going to be Epsilon coming in. They know this OS is up very soon, and there it is. It's going to be Riot who comes in, puts it on, and clutches up against Snipe Drone just before he gets taken down. Snipe Drone, of course, great effort from him. 29-12 27, only a 2-kill lead, 1-kill lead now as he goes down. Book 57 doing damage with the SMG.
And that's obviously a huge play from Supremacy to pick up that overshield, because now they maintain a very small lead, only 1 kill. But you have to say, Epsilon able to shut that down immediately. Had that grabbed that overshield, I fear they would have really started to rack up the score, but it'll stay within 2 kills.
57 catching a player, just sprinting away as we see him finally going down lane. Waste to Foxy with the SMG. Goes around the corner, just hiding. He knows Rights is up there, puts some great shots on him. He's got a player behind him. It's going to be Jimbo. Finds great call out there. That was pure teamwork. Whips out the SMG. Will he get this double? Ooh, no, he doesn't, but he still gets the kill. It doesn't matter whatsoever. Kills count in this one. He didn't go down and stayed alive.
That's right. Now, looking across the screen, his teammate Jimbo does have the shotgun in hand still, so Epsilon will actually tie the game now, 33-33. We're well past the halfway mark, and these two teams still neck and neck.
And as you say that, they actually do take the lead. That was a kill coming in, I believe, from Sniper across the map. Grenade goes in. There's a hit mark, so they've got a player down. That's going to be Jimbo who runs in with a shotgun. It's going to be an OS guy. Will he get trashed by the SMG? Yes, he does indeed, and push back. 2-kill lead now for Epsilon at the moment. Finally, one player does go down, 57. They needed to take him down. That was a big kill for them because he was doing so much work with their SMG. That weapon dominates people, especially we saw them get their OS completely taken off their backs. Grenade goes in, no hit mark. It's going to be Sniper Drone who comes in, misses the beatdown. Unfortunately, jumps around. Foxy almost getting wrecked in the back. Hopefully this time he doesn't sprint, which he doesn't. He actually gets his shields back. Somebody popping him, putting a little pressure on him, finds Book 20 in the open, cleans him up. You know Chalky's gone down, however, I believe that was Book 20. Beat down, trade on trade, but unfortunately does go down. 39-39 to score, Bravo.
Yeah, these two teams still just neck and neck with each other as we round out the match. We could see one squad start to slow down the match a bit, but if they want to do so, it's going to require that they get in position for this next overshield, which is going to be dropping within the next 10 seconds or so.
At the moment, it's going to be Jimbo. He knows this, and that's why he's not pushing forward. Looking out a blue window at this moment in time, sees his teammates in open. One goes down over on red, pushing in now. He knows his OS is dropping in any second on top of the grate.
Oh, and actually, the Chalky actually just scooped in just before Jimbo checked it and was able to grab it. So we'll go over to Chalky here on the other side. Supremacy is up by 2. It's 42-40.
And what a way to take the lead. They grab the OS now. Chalky with an SMG and OS. This could be a big thing from him as he moves forward, tries to get on the flank. He knows he's got players. There's Jimbo, completely dominates him with the SMG. There's the second player, 57. Doesn't get the double kill. His teammate cleans it up, but that doesn't matter. 45-40. Oh my word, 5 kills in as many seconds, Bravo. The OS just being dominant. They stopped Jimbo from getting that. Moving around, 5 minutes remaining on the clock. Only 5 kills remaining. If Chalky can see this one out. 4 kills now, 46-41. Oh my word, beatdown comes in the back. I'm not entirely sure where that player's gone. Chalky somehow survives, thrust out of the way, goes up onto the sneaky. Will he clamber back? Yes, he does. Puts a few shots on him and gets his shield back. Amazing plays from Chalky now, Bravo.
Yeah, great awareness from Chalky. They're only 3 kills away from closing this match out, but he's using those Spartan abilities really well defensively, right? He makes sure he stays alive, but overshield grab does come in for Epsilon.
But they have an SMG. That is the counteract weapon to the OS. 48-42. They only need 2 more kills to see game number 1 out. Looking for that second player. There he is. Book 20. 1 more kill. Can he see out with a double? Yes, he can. Supremacy somehow take game number 1, winning by, I believe, 8 kills. That's going to give them a lot of confidence as we enter game number 2.
Yes, with a score of 50-42, they closed it out there. And I have to say, you saw, I guess, the confusion and the concern there on Jimbo's screen. We were on board with him during that last overshield, and by the time he checked for it, Chalky had already grabbed it, which means that it dropped a little bit before the 5:30 mark. So Chalky and crew timing that overshield perfectly. It was a little bit too late as Epsilon went to look for it, and they were then able to use that to close out the match.
Now, I have to say, the next game going into Fathom is going to be game-changing for the simple fact that Fathom seems to be Supremacy's weak spot and where Epsilon can quite easily come back. Watching the games, I don't believe they actually won a game of Fathom. When it came down to snipe and shotgun control, it was definitely in the hands of Epsilon each time. However,